I'm telling you, there's somebody that is trying their best to get over you. What you bring to the table in life and love and care and energy, you can't just find that. You can't just find that anywhere. What you have is what I hear the most healthiest relationship and the most they had ever felt comfort in their life with somebody. This person in you, when you met, there was somebody else involved in their life. And something I'm hearing is they told you, go with me here, they told you I was going to pick you, and they ended up picking somebody else. I say it that way because it should never be about picking. It's about knowing. We're humans. Things are black and white. But when you know somebody's meant to be in your life, there's a different level of patience. There's a different level of seeing this person's been put in my life to help me grow. I see somebody where all their intentions they want is to build something real and secure with each other. I see you're afraid of cycle repeating. You're like, man, me and this person have done this before. That's what I'm hearing. You guys have done this before, or you've just experienced this energy and love in your life at a time when you didn't even really know how to live yourself. So there was no way to understand this intensity. This is somebody that I see this person saying, I picked what was easy for me. I picked what I believed would hurt less if I ever lost. This person, they left you before you could leave them, and they had another person that is really right now what I see their cushion. Right now as we speak, there's a person that sees they can't wait around anymore. For some of you here, this individual thought you were going to reach out to them by this time. For the other part of this collective, they knew the only way this could ever come back, ever have another chance, is gaining the courage to talk to you. No matter who you are in this reading, there's no shadow of a doubt that there is somebody who used to be quite a big figure in your life, from what I'm seeing, had a significant impact, is going to try to come back. What I hear is it's going to surprise you. You don't see this coming. Somebody picked another person over what they really felt for this connection. I see somebody that realizes as well, for the ones of you here who decided to leave this situation because you knew they were going to continue to cycle repeat. They were going to continue to just tell you what you wanted to hear. What I see for you is this person, they were one of the last dynamics that clicked everything into place with you about releasing imposter syndrome and trying to people please and love and put your needs aside, okay? The fact that this is coming in right now, it's because there's a different level of authenticity I see you're holding yourself with now. I feel like the person in front of me in the past year feels like they've gone through like 3 different lives, literally just like within this year, because of experiences or ups and downs or how things have changed. But the growth has been substantial. What I see is this person's wondering, can you mesh now? Can you mesh? Are you still afraid of cycle repeating with me? Because I can see clear as day now why you felt I was cycle repeating with you. This reading, I am mainly in that other person's energy. I feel more connected to how they feel, or what's going on in their head versus you. It feels like you are more of a bystander or an observer in this reading versus you being the person I'm reading for. Somebody is definitely thinking about how to reach out. It's not even thinking about reaching out. They're thinking about how they should. Okay, let's see what we get. I can see that this person has decided they are ready. It's now or never reaching out to you. Something within their energy, it feels like they know or are being told or intuitively seeing that the door is closing with their opportunity to ever be able to come back into your life. Spirit's wanting me to let you know that there's a whole new beginning for you in love that's not with this person. But there is still a contract. There's something that's not finished. So it is actually imperative that you have a talk with this person. It's actually imperative that they do reach out to you. Because for you guys to have your closure, and this is collective text will resonate, so for some of you here, that means the closure of truly saying your piece to each other and then wishing each other good and not talking anymore. Or for some people, they can actually find that the person they used to be with or etc. is still somebody they deeply want in their life, but it's a different form. It's like their best friends or etc. You know, there's this energy here where this person, they want to come in and tell you, I always saw you as fate, as destiny. I don't know why, but it's like your soul just always knew me. When you met me, I was very wounded. I was not one with my feminine energy, my nurture, my compassion, my sympathy. I was scared of love. Not even particularly you. You met me in such a wounded time. This person has said, sometimes I wish you could have met me later. But the thing is, I wouldn't be who I am if I wouldn't have met you at that low point of my life. Like, because your existence being in my life has changed things for the better. It put a lot of realization. Your energy hasn't just made things better. Your energy has highlighted to me what aspects I can't give myself excuses for anymore. You know, this person's intentions currently in your life, when they reach out, it shows they want to make everything happen for a reason. It shows that they do have the ability to go the full mile with you, if you will, meaning finish what you started together. Somebody that's not going to bail out in your life. Somebody that's going to be willing to always not let you carry your bags alone. I do hear that when this person reaches out to you, or you have that next conversation, they're going to say there's a lot of bridges that had to be burned in their life for them to even get to the point they are today with how they've healed, have grown. Not only it looks like their surroundings have changed, so there's definitely been a move. Somebody's moved very recently. But it feels like there's been torches that or matches that had to be thrown onto certain friends. There's been a change of work probably with this person I'm feeling as well. Obviously, this romantic connection being extinguished, figuring out that that's done for them. They're going to tell you They also didn't want, they felt like what they had in their life would be too much for you. They just assumed, and they're like, I can't experience any more pain or any more hurt right now. I'm gonna save this for myself, and I'm just gonna separate. They never felt that you were this vain, cold person, because then I see that they treated you though sometimes like that, like their responses or the way they would switch up on you. One minute they'd be talking to you like you're like their favorite person in the entire world, and the next second like they're like looking like, what's wrong with you? Like the tone and everything changing. It was always like this self-defense thing. Like as soon as they felt more and more that they were being open with you and letting their guard down, that moments they would remember, they're like, holy shit, why am I, no, I need to you know, put it back together. I need to make sure I'm not being manipulated. That's what this energy was. And but the thing is this person, they see that they let it consume their whole relationship with you. And things had to be burned in their other life. And that's how they feel as well. I hear they're like, this is my other life. Like I am nowhere near the person I once was. I don't feel like I'm bad for you anymore. That's why this person's coming in and they're like, I'm very assured of things. I know what I want. Spirit is showing you've manifested a whole new beginning in love. And the person that's meant to be in your life, they're going to encourage your creativity. They're going to encourage you being yourself and your self-expression. Something Spirit is saying within this reading is, it feels like you have at least 2 options in love, okay? At least. And there's this energy of you being like, knowing there's this unfinished connection from your past that it's inevitable, it's coming in. During this time, for some of you here, you could be feeling an inner conflict because you're with somebody else, or you have somebody else in your life. And the energy I feel is it's pretty healthy dynamic between whoever you and this person are. Like there's a correct pace. But you're confused. You're confused on why would Spirit bring more than one great connection to you at a time. What I do see is your story, your path in love is not set in stone. There are still many other decisions, left path, right path choices, freedom of will, before it's set in stone with really, really who you are to spend your life with. What Spirit does state, though, is this is all happening for a reason. 2025 was the year of the snake. That's about shedding everything that doesn't serve. 2026 is the year of the horse. This is progression. This is being definitive and having no doubts and receiving reward. There's a reason Spirit is having this connection come full circle back into your life before 2026 is here. This is something where closure is going to happen one way or another, whether that means closure of this person ever being in your life, or if it means just closure of the old story you served in each other's life to begin the new book. The Spirit is saying that neither option, neither person would ever have it have it out for you. Like, that's something Spirit is also saying I need to reinforce. You must have had exes who would talk to you like they couldn't stand you, or it's a very intense feeling that I'm feeling of a partner like berating, or even feeling like somebody's doing like blackmail. Like, I know this about you, and if you were to break up with me or blah blah blah, I'll go tell. Like, that's, you've dealt with some exes that are like that energy. So part of you is afraid of what this person was going to do if they were going to end up like everybody else. But what I can see you're seeing during the separation is that never happened. This person had never talked to anyone badly about you. And they want me to say, in general, they don't talk to... I don't see this person talks to many people at all regarding their personal life. Your name was known to what I see some certain amount of close people in their life, but you're used to exes who are situationships where the person would berate, could even scared, or wouldn't respect your personal boundaries, etc. And it's just what I see with this person is they've blown you out of the water with who they've continued to become. This connection, there's going to be far more development into 2026. But before that happens, Spirit needed you to do one of two things. Figure out how to end the cycle, the old cycle with each other, to have this new beginning, or truly say goodbye to this connection, know it's not what's best for you, so you can focus on this new connection that's entering or has entered your life. But Spirit is saying you just take it day by day from here. If you're interested in a personal reading with yours truly, then you're watching this on TikTok. Down here, you're going to see a Book Now button. Go ahead and click on that. You can fill out a contact form, and I'll reach out to you to schedule that reading. If you're watching this on any other platform, you can go to the link in my bio, offprintmint.com, and that is my personal website. You'll see there where you can submit a request. That's what I got for y'all today, and I'll see you when I see you. Let's get it.